for comfort to kind of go over this seminar, so we'll get really close. Yes?
That should work. That should work. Okay, so we obviously we are novice at videos and things of that nature, but gosh, we find we just have so much information that we'd love to share with you guys in terms of getting you just the right information. So what we're going to talk to you about today is what are the benefits of buying versus renting. And so as Yvonne and I were talking, you know, of course, income tax return is coming up really soon. And what is the best way to use your money? Let's talk, because of investing is something that's important to you. You know that right now, most people are finding that the housing market is the safest place to put your money for an investment, even more so than stocks and bonds and even gold, believe it or not. So we definitely want to give you guys an opportunity to think about how you might want to best use your money. So we were looking at some statistics, and we found that about 47% of people that rent an apartment are paying anywhere between $700 to $1,000 a month on rent. Okay,
Little apartment.
in a little apartment, we're talking about average 853 square feet. So you do the math. It's money that, on average, if you say $1,000 a month, that's $12,000 a year that you're not going to get back. And then you got to listen to your neighbors upstairs, you know, stomping on the floor, and you got to fight for a parking spot in the evening. So I don't mean to make light of housing. Housing is housing. But if you're in a position where you can purchase a home and get into that opportunity, then we are your gals to help. Okay, so Yvonne shared some really great information with me earlier. We were talking about, well, average price homes in San Antonio are probably around 220. That's average, because, you know, we've got some really high-end homes, and then we've got some that are on the lower end. And so when they say the average sales price, we're looking at about 220, 230. But we were saying, okay, on average, we see folks about 200,000. On a $200,000 home, she calculated the payment to be what?
So the payment was going to be right around $1,500. Most loans do have a down payment requirement unless you're a veteran, and you definitely have programs for that where you don't have to do that, or if the home is USDA, and we talked about that in our last segment. But on average, you'd have to probably put about $7,000 down for an FHA loan, for a government loan. And keep in mind, there's still programs that may be able to help you with that down payment. So we'd love to kind of go over that, because you can imagine if you were paying $1,500, what type of home would you be renting? And you're throwing a lot of money away just to someone else's rent. I think we figured out just between $1,400 to $1,600 in 2 years, you're throwing away about $36,000.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of hard-earned money. A lot of people believe they might not be in a position to buy, thinking, oh, you know what, I'll rent for a couple of more years. But, you know, it doesn't hurt to find out. Doesn't hurt to try. Doesn't hurt to maybe talk to a professional. And there's no obligation. It's just getting information. It's being informed and using, you know, your hard-earned money for something that you're going to get back in return. So I know last week we talked about zero down payment programs, and those are really great opportunities. So if you believe that this year might be your year, and you've got maybe some income tax money coming, or you've got some money saved up, there's a good chance that you might qualify for maybe a down payment assistance program or a zero down payment program. And you can check out our video from last week to kind of explain that to you. But on average, it will cost you, for example, when we help folks rent a home, sometimes there's not an option, and renting is your only option, and that is valid and that's fair. But say, for example, on a $1,500 rent, most property management companies will charge you a security deposit. And that's usually around the same amount, more or less, as your rent. So you figure you're paying $1,500 a security deposit, and that deposit is your money, but the landlord is going to hold on to it until you move out, and then they can pretty much settle out if there's any damages that need to be charged to that. So that's $1,500. Plus, you have to pay your prorated rent or that first month's rent. So that's already $3,000 that you have to invest to get into your home. Okay, and then on a given, if you have a pet, you might have to pay a pet fee or a pet deposit. Some landlords even charge you pet rent. So you're looking at $1,500 plus $1,500 deposit. That's $3,000 out of your pocket, plus your pet rent of about $25 to $30. So for on average, we saw houses that were about 1,080 square feet in San Antonio for about 1,100. So for just a couple of $100 more, you can own your own home. And that's kind of why we wanted to share this information with you guys, because you don't know what you don't know. And we have been serving our community for 20 years, Yvonne 25 years respectively, and we just we are both parents, we are both mamas, and educating is just really important. Right. And if for nothing else, if you just want to get information about what would it take to buy a home, Yvonne is a wonderful resource to let you know, where are we at? What does your credit look like? What does your financing look like? What does your income look like? What does your debt look like? And it's a free service of hers, because I know she will offer you a free credit report this week if you want to do a free pre-qualification with her. And of course, my consultations are always free as well. We can just talk and see where you're at with that. Yeah. But does anybody have any questions? I know we've got a few people on watching, and so just want to see if there's anything that you guys have specific questions about. Anybody ask you any questions this week?
Not necessarily, but kind of what Betsy said is we are a resource for you. So we would love to help you come up with a game plan that can help you. And I know we kind of talked a lot of numbers of rents and where we got information from. But what we want to do is kind of sit down with you and help you become a homeowner for 2020. Mm-hmm. And so some of the things is that even if you're not qualified for some of these programs because there are income limitations and so forth, we want to help you get on that path. So for example, if you're paying $1,000 in rent right now, but your new projected house payment would be an estimate of $1,500. Well, if you save that $500 within that 12 months, you already have your $7,000 in your down payment. So we can make it to the point where we put you on a great plan to help you get into a home, because not everyone will qualify for those programs, but we can help you come up with a game plan so that you could start purchasing your home for your future, for your kids' future, or whatever it is that you want to do. But it's a great investment. And you also get tax benefits at the end of the year, which is amazing. So when you see that money start rolling on the bottom of your tax return, that's exciting. But I would recommend that if you do have an opportunity, at least call us, visit with us, and ask us what is important for you and your family, and let us help you get into a home.
And one real quick statistic that I was looking at, that median rent rates, the values continue to go up from in the last, from 2012 to 2019, they went up over $300 a month. That rent continues to go up, whether it's incremental, $25, $30, $50 a month from year to year, they keep going up. And whereas your mortgage payment, if you do get a fixed interest rate, your mortgage payment will remain the same. Taxes and insurance will always fluctuate because your home is appreciating in value, and of course, the tax base on that increases. But for the most part, you're going to see that your affordability remains much better when you are actually paying your mortgage versus when you're renting. So I hope this information was useful to you. We'd love to give you some more details. I will include a link on our live video today. with our free buyer's guide. It's just a strategic plan for buyers to think about, being a homeowner, house hunting, and then also a link where if you would like to take advantage of your free pre-qualification, I will include that in there as well. And always, feel free to call us. We always say, we pour our heart into your home, and truly your home is our business. That's what we do for a living. We take it very, very seriously. We are a full-time a realtor and a full-time lender. So you can reach us pretty much any day, anytime. We are here for you.
Yeah. We will generally pick up during volleyball, during church. We might text you real quickly.
Yeah.
So maybe not during church, maybe afterwards.
But for sure, you know what? I answer my text. If you text me and it's something that's, hey Betsy, it's urgent. I really would like to know what I need to do to get into homeownership. We do answer our calls. So, and we do have a team. We have a team of assistants and help and other agents that are here to help as well. So let us be your resource. Contact us, reach us here on Facebook. And anything else?
Have a wonderful Wednesday.
Have a fantastic Wednesday and happy Valentine's Day to all of you lovebirds out there. And if you don't have a lovebird, we can help make a match with a beautiful home.
There you go.
Okay? I'll talk to you guys soon.